here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Guye Namaha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you'd like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, so this video is about the transit of Ketu into Purva Phalguni, and that happens on July 20th until next year. But we're only going to talk about the transit this year. So it will go into 3 different padas. First, it's going to start in the 4th pada, and that will be from today until September 21st. Then it will go into the 3rd pada, because it's going backwards, from the 21st until November 22nd. And then November 22nd, it will go into the 2nd pada till the end of the year. I'll explain the karma of all those padas and what you can expect. But Purva Phalguni is about wanting the best, which can create dissatisfaction. With Ketu here, it's about technology, it's about spirituality, gurus, research, depression, also, and fearfulness about money or your image in society, your confidence. It can affect those in high status positions, those with a lot of money, that can tarnish their image because of having a large ego and wanting it their way or no way. Incorrect information can also be fed to the masses, or lack thereof, like the information is not quite clear what they're saying, and this can come from leaders. It can also give past life talents can emerge. So you can see this already playing out right now, where, like, say Trump, for example, is getting exposed for not telling the truth, and his image is kind of at stake right now. This is the types of things that you can see. And because people's images and reputation are at stake, it's going to make people want to disconnect from celebrity and celebrity culture. As the celebrities feel that people are disconnecting from them, they can start doing things overtly to gain attention back to themselves, because this is also the nakshatra that makes people pompous and arrogant or full of pride. Ketu can act like Mars in certain instances, so it can heighten pride. So it's kind of this pull and push where they're not getting enough attention, people are separating, so they're doing other things to get more attention, then people are lashing out about that. Now this is what can happen. The story of this nakshatra is about the Shiva Lingam, and in the story there are 7 sages living in the Himalayas, and they were tormented by Shiva, who would visit them in the wild in a naked form, and all women would flock and get seduced by his erect hanging phallus. Sages were very narrow-minded at the time, and they cursed Shiva's phallus to fall off, and Shiva respected their wishes and got his phallus castrated. As soon as this happens, the balance of the whole universe was unsettled. And then Brahma asked the sages to worship the Shiva Lingam that they had castrated. And then Shiva was pleased by the devotion and takes his linga up again, and the universal balance is restored. Now, this is a metaphor for the higher consciousness. The women were attracted to the higher consciousness. And so that's why when the lingam got destroyed, the balance of the earth was destroyed. So we need the balance of Shiva and Shawtee together. So Shawtee, which is the women, were attracted to Shiva, which is the higher consciousness, and together they create, and creation and procreation come. So that's why this nakshatra is about procreation. But in modern times, it is used for prostitution, for ego, for how many guys a girl can sleep with in a night, for artists who are selling sex, for example, battleground between ego, love, and trying to find the balance between that. There can also be a lot of, because of the story as well, because some things can play out directly, there can be sperm count can be low in men at this time, or men could be feeling like they're being put down. There could be a lack of sexual experiences with people hooking up can become a lot less as well, so it can go either way. This is the enjoyment after the throne, so it can bring these creative talents from past life that you didn't know you had, especially to do with projects or products that have to do with women. Any kind of technical work, like video game programming, for example, or AI programming, can make individuals overly sexual based on egotistical desires, wanting attention at all costs, but it is also the comforts of luxury. So some can gain this based on past life merit, or there can be a split in direction where this is lost, where we're giving up comforts for a more minimalistic type lifestyle. And that could be due to just having a spiritual enlightenment and realizing that you don't need all these things and kind of letting it go. Or that could be a direct result of the economy not doing so well, and there's a lot less spending on luxury items. Because this is bringing up the same themes from the early 2000s where celebrities were doing anything for attention, with like Britney Spears and Paris Hilton. Some can be doing this, but then it makes people want to separate from this because people are getting too egotistical. Nowadays, you can see that it's more of the streamers. Streamers are now doing things to the extreme to gain attention online. And so we can see more of that, but also it's landing them in jail, which is Ketu as well. But also with people, there are people who want to appear rich even if they aren't rich. And that can include surgeries, having surgeries to the body to enhance their beauty. But just to let you know, you're good the way you are. You do not have to do that. But if you do, there's still no judgment. I'm just saying, you're good the way you are. Now, this is also about procreation. So some may have children but feel separated from them. Maybe their children go overseas, or maybe their children go to college, for example, or just emotionally. There could be marriages from past lives, or with foreign people, foreign connections. People for long distance relationships can heighten, but there also can be breakups and cheating scandals, just like how you saw there was a CEO, a billionaire CEO, who's just caught at the Coldplay concert cheating on his wife. And that's exactly like that. That's about relationships and cheating. This can happen. Breakups in relationships, past relationships coming back to you from the past. It doesn't have to be a past life, could be from this life. The death of someone very famous. Technology and creativity emerge. The research of these celebrities makes people part ways. So they find out things about these celebrities and they just don't want anything to do with them. Or leaders, that could be even in your job. Maybe you find out about the leader of your company and you don't want anything to do with him and you separate yourself. A lot of creative jobs can be replaced by AI at this time. Celebrities going to jail, to rehab, people going to rehab, dying from overdoses as well. Like Anna Nicole Smith, for example, this is when Ketu was here. Or this is when Britney Spears would shave her head. You know, people doing something that's really erratic, that doesn't really make sense. Because Ketu here can make uncontrollable behavior, as Ketu acts like Mars, so there could be revenge and violence in relationships. So imagine someone who has a really big ego and you can't stop them from their old anger and they want attention. So you can see people lashing out, even like on the streets or in stores and things like that, lashing out because of that, or at their partner. People are less evolved will develop more egotistical traits and behaviors, especially Purva Falguni can be someone pompous. But if you have a heightened level of consciousness, then you can go towards more like worship of goddess energy, worshiping of the Mahavidyas or tantric goddesses or Vedic goddesses. Lakshmi, for example, Mahalakshmi, could do spiritual practices to her, which can enhance your wealth. Now, a pride can heighten, especially in positions of power and authority, and like saying it's my way or no way, and that's what makes people want to separate from them. Politicians being very arrogant, putting down rules and exaggerated regulations, and a false sense of righteousness. So, like I said, from now until September 21st, it's going to be in the fourth pada, which is Scorpio Navamsha. So it's going to bring up secrets, occult knowledge, transformation, birth, death, endings, shared resources, taxes, things that have to do with that. And a split from that, the leaders could say, or people who have a lot of luxury could dictate this, and say they're in positions of power, they could dictate that they're separating themselves from giving shared resources to others. Or people with a lot of luxury end up having to rely on shared resources now, as there's a transformation of wealth that happens, especially until July 22nd. This can be about mortgage and taxes, but also about extreme events, because Mars is conjunct here. Even till the 24th, Mars is still conjunct Ketu. And the karma here is people who, in spite of fulfilling all their needs, turn to illegal activities to get even more because it's Scorpio. So greed can set in. Not taking care of resources and people in their lives because they're so fixated on achieving their desires. They become obsessed with that. And bearing the responsibility of the 7th house is key. So whatever's in front of you, your relationships, you have to bear that responsibility. Your business, occult knowledge can be revealed to you through disconnecting from materialism, spiritual enlightenment, pure confidence that comes from internal sources where you get psychic information can help you detach from the material world, or even a relationship that may be toxic. Now, from September 21st until November 22nd, Ketu travels into the 3rd pada, which is Libra, Navamsha, which is about relationships, law, balance, for example. There could be an outbreak of a disease like smallpox, and it's very likely because it's already happened that we have reports about mpox and measles. Now, the story is about a man who also cheats on his wife because he's never satisfied. Themes of not being satisfied in life and seeking more, even if it hurts others, or cheating by illegal means. In business, especially, that can happen. Relationships, your own business, people who are independent business people. Themes of taking resources of the 9th house, which is the house of the father, the house of the guru, and creating problems in your life that no remedy can solve. So if you take that from your father or your guru, then this is very bad karma. Relationships can break up from past lives, or the karma's ended and that's why you break up. That's always why people break up. Past relationships can come back from the past. Then November 22nd onwards, Ketu will be in 2nd pada, which is Virgo Navamsha, which is health, civil servants, daily routines, challenges, war, enemies. And there could be a split in direction in these matters, or headless actions that happen. It can actually enhance war as well. People can be losing their jobs. Daily routines can change due to money. Can be the jobs of civil servants or medical industry. Now, the karma is of someone who is cutting trees but not replacing them to plant more. Ketu is here, which can be forest fires. Themes of incest, being with people of the same family can pop up. Doing something illegal which impacts your family and you don't realize it until it's too late. Like Virgo Navamsha is all about challenges as well, and enemies and having to fight things. Headless actions, because this is where Ketu is transiting. Once you figure out the mistakes that you're making here, because Virgo is about mistakes as well, correct it so that you avoid negative karma. And spiritual leaders, because this is also people hooking up with people or having sex with people who are in their own lineage. So there could be some outings of gurus who are doing this as well. So be careful what kind of guru you have. If he's asking you to sleep with you, then you know something is wrong. And then one more thing is August 17th to September 21st, Saturn will be in Leo Navamsha. And so this will create almost like a Saturn-Ketu conjunction, as Ketu is in Leo. And there could be a loss of jobs, career, and reputation is possible, but also spiritual enlightenment and detachment from the material world. So that's just a little bit about what I see coming up. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.